Alright, so I got this Wacom 16. Let's do a review. This is a budget display from Wacom and it's $649 US, so not so budget really. So what is this? Well, it's a 16-inch tablet you can plug into your computer, Windows or Mac, and draw into it. It can't be used on its own. You only get to draw on it or use it as a screen. It doesn't have touch input. That's why it's a budget display. So let's unbox it, and sorry about the live footage, I don't have a fancy camera or a stand. Oh, I broke it. Fantastic. That's a mess. Oh boy. So let's open it up. Let's see. First, we have a bunch of cables. Nobody cares about that, but whatever this is. To Shuko. Okay. What else? What else? Ah, this is the 3-in-1 if I remember correctly. Let's see. I have no idea what the f this is. But that's an option. I have no idea what this is. Here it is. Can you hear it? I'm so happy it's in there because I moved it all over me. So let's see. Chun chun chun. Okay. Alright, more cables. We'll get to that later. Alright. It's out of the box. I thought it had a protective thing on top, but it doesn't. I think I broke something. Let's turn it around. Okay, so I didn't break anything. This thing is for the cables. I'm going to go into that a bit later when I'm back home. This is in case the tablet doesn't survive the flight back home. So, in the back we have the beautiful legs. Look at them. Okay, they seem okay. There's nothing special about them. And you have these stopper thingies. So let's see here. So this is the inclination. We are going back to the desk maybe. The inclination seems more than okay for me. Look at that. It seems very comfortable, even a bit taller. Alright, let's talk about important stuff. One thing you should know about this tablet is that the screen is not laminated, meaning that there is a noticeable space between where you put the pen and where the cursor appears on the screen. Let me show you. This level of parallax is mostly gone in laminated models, so this might be a turn off for you. This is a 1080p screen, and before buying I heard a lot of reviews saying that you can see the pixels. Well, let's be honest for a minute here. I like working in 4K files to zoom in a lot and be able to see the pixels, and even still, it looks like a normal screen when I don't do so. It's a 16-inch device and the pixel density is fairly decent, so... However, when I opened the Clip Studio interface I could see the pixels. But the rest of the programs, it didn't really happen, so I think it wasn't a screen issue, I think it was a device or my computer issue. Now let's talk about the cables. When you open the box, you're going to see this 3-in-1 cable. You plug it in the back of your tablet and close the lid forever. This has 3 ends. You will have the USB, HDMI, and the circle with spikes I don't really know the name of. This last one you will have to connect to the other cables that come in the box. And mainly I want to talk about the cable with the brick. Well, the quality felt, how do I say this politely, like you bought it from AliExpress on a sale, which frankly concerned me a lot. This is not really the build quality I expect from a $600 device. Just wanted to point that out. It's been working just fine, no sparkles, no fire, no anything, just it really didn't feel premium. Now onto the reviewer's favorite question. Is it portable? Dude, come on. You won't walk around a whole city with it under your arm a whole day. Who would do that? Most likely you will be at home with it. But no, it's not really made to be portable to take it to your coffee shop or something like that. But you can easily take it on the plane with you on your carry-on if that's your thing. But for the size, yeah, I think this is a perfect size for most setups. Most people have a viable in their desks. But yeah, a tip maybe you should probably know. You should probably buy a small cutting mat and use it under, like kind of a Centiq carpet. I got one and it's a perfect size and the legs won't scratch my desk. I can move it around more freely. One important thing is that there are no hotkeys. I like my hotkeys, mostly they undo. But yeah, you get none here, which can be a big deal breaker. But But hey, you can buy the remote, so yeah, use your keyboard. If it's small enough, you can store it under your screen. The display color listed is 72% NTSC, but the screen has a matte finish, so you might find some slight color inaccuracy, making the color a bit more dull. But personally, I think it looks great for an anti-glare screen. The Pro pen is great. It's a thick pen, and it has a rubbery texture that makes it easy to hold for long sessions. The two buttons have a really nice softness to them when you click, and they don't really make a sound. Speaking of buttons, for you eraser fans, the pen has an eraser tip, which made me think that something broke. But no, it's an eraser. The lines and the pressure sensitivity are very accurate straight out of the box, both slow and fast lines. It also has a fairly good tilt support. So at this point, I tried the tablet for about a week without a stand, because knowing me, I would end up knocking it over by mistake, and the inclination is great for me to work with comfortably, but I wanted another screen, not just a tablet, so I ended up buying the stand. It's really easy to set up, and I think it's a great addition to the tablet itself, but it's just an extra, you don't need it. So now two questions remain. Would I recommend this tablet, and is the Centiq 16 worth it in 2022? Well, I think it depends on your budget, what you want, how far you are into your art, career or hobby, and the computer you have. Look, little me that came after school to draw in paint and just wanted to draw straight into the screen loves this. It makes sense to me, and I also have a shitty computer, so this display is very heavy on it. So I think that's something you should probably consider if that's your situation as well. As far as art level, I would say this cost a lot of money, so personally, I wouldn't really consider it a beginner's tablet. I would say it's an intermediate. And the technology isn't really the newest, but it's Wacom. So, you know, it will most likely last you a long time. So, if you have long-term goals and you really want it, I would say go for it. However, if you are a beginner and don't have $600 to throw away just on a screen tablet, I would recommend you go for an iPad. That will give you more flexibility. You can use it to read, to study, and to watch Netflix. Technology isn't really going to make you a better artist. The basics and practice will. So, is the Centiq 16 worth it in 2022? Well, kind of. The technology is a bit behind its times and the price is way too high. You have brands like Huion and Xpen that make far cheaper tablets with newer technology. I'll go deep into that in a later video. With Wacom, I think you're going to get something that lasts longer. Hell, I've accidentally dropped water, cream, and put a hot cup of tea straight into my intros, and it still works great. So if you want some newer tech, no, it's not worth it. It's not for you. If you want something long-lasting and reliable, I think it is worth it. But if you're a beginner or if you don't have a lot of money, I personally don't think this is the tablet for you. I think you should go for something else. Having said that, I hope you guys like this video. This is my first review. I might do some more later on. Let me know if there's something you think I missed or disagree with, and leave a like and subscribe for good art.